Going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Thursday. And Bitcoin is pumped. Bitcoin is pumped. Bitcoin has pumped. And what we're going to do is jump to the Bitcoin price. Before we do, if you woke up this morning, you're blessed. Thank God you're alive. Thank God you can breathe, eat, see, hear, walk, touch, feel, taste, all that good stuff that we take advantage of every day, that you have running water, that you have a roof over your head. God is so good. And I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that I love you. God loves you. And make sure that you hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure you go pre-order my new book that's coming out soon called Bitcoin Dad, Fiat Dad. Link will be down below. Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get 10 bucks free Bitcoin. Set up automatic DCAs. Check out FOMO21.com for your Bitcoin merch. And with that being said, oh yeah, the Sun Exchange as well, right? The Sun Exchange, you can pretty much, earn residual income paid in Bitcoin for, helping build solar panels for businesses that need them in Africa. So shout out to the Sun Exchange. And with that being said, let's jump into the Bitcoin price. 25-minute chart. I think we could pop out here. Turn this to the side. Here we go. I think we could pop out here. We could come down a little bit. However, we could just pop out because this is looking like a flag that I drew on the boop, boop. There it is. On the 30-minute chart or 25-minute chart. Also, let's jump to the hourly chart. That's much better. So hourly chart looks like we're coming down, but however, we got a green dot and we got money flow headed up, RSI, stochastic RSI headed up. So it looks pretty good here on our end on the hourly chart. And then as we were looking at on the 30-minute chart, we had 1, 2, 3 triple bottom, triple bottom basically on the market cipher indicator. That link will be down below. However, this is showing down. Money flow is still green, but VWAP is headed down. Momentum is headed up, but RSI, stochastic RSI is headed up as well. But looks like we could pop out here or come down. We'll see how that plays out. Let's jump into the 4-hour chart real quick. 4-hour chart still looking good. Money flow still deep in the green. We have momentum, or VWAP actually. This is that orange line headed up, so that's good. Money flow is thick in the green. We are coming down. However, RSI, stochastic RSI on the 4-hour is heading up. As you can see, these are pointing up. So hopefully we can get a nice rally here on the 4-hour time frame. And again, I think we are flagging, so I think we could pop out, jump to the daily real quick. Daily chart looking good. However, we have VWAP headed down, money flow still headed up, and then we got RSI, stochastic RSI almost oversold. Looks like it's consolidating a little bit, so that can come down a little bit, which is why we see, a little bit of a pullback. However, we just had a crazy day yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. The last 2 days, actually, as you can see on the chart, we had nothing but, pumping action. So we went from 26,900 all the way up to 30,000. So, $4,000. We're up about 10%. 13% over the last couple of days. So, shout out to Bitcoin, shout out to everybody stacking away. But, let's see, we are, like I said, looks like we're going to be coming down a little bit. And, now we're starting to see a little bit of red. So with that being said, that's why I have this target here, or these trade setups here, just in case. I think we could pull back, which I just said, and I think we could bounce and then, head on up. So we'll see how that plays out. We could also be doing a BART formation, which I don't hope that is the case, but we could. This could be, something like this, and then we come back down and touch this moving average here, and that would be down at 28.8, and then we could consolidate and then head back up. So I think that may happen. It may not happen. I could be wrong. I think the flag is more likely to happen because of the market sentiment, but we have to play it by ear. And, like I said, VWAP is headed down right now, and that's why we have red candle. We have RSI, stochastic RSI headed down. However, we still got that triple bottom. So we'll see how that plays out here on the upcoming moments, hours, days, minutes. And what I'm going to do here is jump into a few tweets here, and then that'll be it for the video. Make sure, if you guys want your flags, represent your Bitcoin heritage, again, go to bitcoinflags.shop and jump through some of these tweets. Banks everywhere are scrambling to support Bitcoin because, come on, guys. We've been saying this for years. So it's the real money. It's the only money that you can actually own. It's the only thing that you can actually own. So please make sure you get your Bitcoin. Let's see here. This is basically saying that credit I don't even know how to pronounce that, and I don't even want to try. This bank apparently is basically registering to custody Bitcoin or crypto in general. Shout out to the banks that are making that move. Shout out to Corey and Swan. Something's going on with Prime Trust. They have actually halted, they have halted withdrawals with Prime Trust, but Corey and Swan have been proactive and have been switching their holders, their trust account holders, their asset holders over the last few weeks as well. So they've been proactive and been very honest and very transparent about what's going on. So shout out to Swan. The Simpsons predicted the Titanic submarine situation, which is crazy. They predict a lot of things, but how they are able to do this specifically is crazy. I'm going to share this as well.
Feel today.
Share that now. Wild. All right, so let's go back. All right, cool. So let's see here. Shout out to Max Kaiser, explaining that socialism for the rich, capitalism for the poor, because anytime the banks need to get bailed out, they get bailed out, and guess who foots the bill? We do, as the taxpayers, us as Americans, and we get none of the benefits. They pretty much do predatory lending, as this video also states. This is the Four Horsemen, and in the video they go over how Goldman Sachs and Wells Fargo, two of the many banking banking cartels in the U.S., pretty much were charging more for minorities and doing predatory lending because they knew they could not afford the housing market. They couldn't afford the housing, right? And so what they did is they did a short, these two individuals here, and placed shorts, right, on the junk mortgages because they knew they were going to fail. They made $4 billion and they walked away with a slap on the wrist. They actually got away with it. And then on top of that, when the banks failed in 2008, they got a bailout as well. So, everything about our system is corrupt. Everything about our system is flawed. And that's why we buy Bitcoin, because we do not want to be taken advantage of by the system. The system is it's been doing this for decades, right? And the only way to get out of the system is to buy Bitcoin. And I can understand why Satoshi Nakamoto created the system, because, with the banking crisis in 2008 and the mortgage crisis in 2008, and what you learn about what they were doing and how much money they made, and, how our government pretty much just let them walk away and do all that, it infuriates me. I'm sure everyone else that actually had to go through that, they were actually hurt the worst, right? These people, minorities, they were actually targeting minorities and Hispanics and charging them more and giving them loans that they know they could not afford. So it's sad, and it's the reality. And then people still sit here and say, that America's not racist. We don't listen to those people. We just know what they're doing, and we're going to move accordingly. So let's jump into right here with Samson Mao, because he made a great tweet and I retweeted as well. So shout out to Samson, and shout out to Corey. Shout out to Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert. Shout out to everybody orange pilling as many people as they can with their voices on social media, and just educating people day in and day out. So Samson Mao tweeted, "Are you mentally prepared for a Bitcoin price that just never goes down again? Dips will become a thing of the past as Bitcoinization brings billions of people onto a Bitcoin standard. People still assume that there will be dips in a 4-year cycle tied to halvings. This is not a certainty. Step back and look at the bigger picture. Everything is different now. Why is it different? Because we have never seen the collapse of multiple fiat currencies and reserve currencies, while a sound money that can be teleported instantly around the world existed, which is Bitcoin." Yeah, and the reason why billions of people can be on board is because there's 1.4 billion people who remain unbanked around the globe. And in the U.S., it's about 4.5% of U.S. households are unbanked, and that's about 5.9 million, almost 6 million people here in the United States alone are unbanked. So, with this information, do what you will. But, it's very important that we take advantage of the information that we have and understand that the system is corrupt, the system is flawed, and the only way to beat the system is to opt out of the system. And that's why Bitcoin is so important. Keep asking, searching, knocking. Keep asking and it will be given to you. Keep searching and it will be, and you will find. And keep knocking and the door will open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who searches finds, and the one who knocks the door will be opened. Shout out to the Bible. Shout out to the Most High. And with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking in. Oh, last thing I'll go over here is this great tweet that I saw. 14 years of marriage. Our marriage has not been easy. There have been many times when it would have been easier for both of us to walk away, but it's not about finding the perfect person. It's about finding someone willing to stick with you through every season of life, because in 10 years, you'll be different people, and that will cause pain and frustration and disappointment, and it might even break your heart, but also means you'll have the opportunity to rediscover each other, to grow together again like a new forest after a long fire. So shout out to this person, Benjamin, and his wife. I absolutely value and love that, and much respect to people that stick it out and decide to make things work versus quitting on each other. I respect and honor that, because we find it's much easier to quit on people, and it's much easier to just quit and give up. And unfortunately, I don't wish heartbreak on anybody. Heartbreak, I think, is probably, I would rather take physical pain than a heartbreak pain, because heartbreak is something that it's deeper than just your spirit. It hurts you down to your soul. It hurts you in a lot of different places, and it really messes with you mentally. And if you're not prepared for that, or mentally or spiritually strong, then it can literally destroy you, which is why you have a lot of people committing suicide and a lot of people getting upset and shooting people and doing all this crazy stuff when they break up with their wife or their girlfriends, because life is crazy and life is hard, and men really don't have too much outlet to express their feelings. And at the end of the day, nobody cares about men, right? Men have to get their stuff together, get their act together, and keep it pushing. But it is what it is. And with that being said, we tell all the bears and the no coiners to cry harder, because they've been sitting down watching, talking reckless about Bitcoin. But now look at us. Now look at us. Now look at us. Now look at us. Yay. All right. And with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. I love you guys. God loves you guys. We're going to make sure that we continue to, spread the good news of Bitcoin, and, helping everybody see the light and, get orange pilled. And with that being said, you guys have a great day. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Much love. I appreciate you guys, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.